there, thanks for joining me for Bible journaling. Today we're going to be working on day 18 of our Encourage a Moment to Breathe 365 devotional. And today's verse is from Psalms 105 verses 1 through 2. We'll be using this Mo's digital pencil image called She's Still Got It. I'll put a link to her down in the description box if you'd like to pick her up. I will also put a link at the top of the screen on how I got the girl into my Bible using my light box. So today's verse says, "Give praise to the Lord, proclaim his name, make known among the nations what he has done. Sing to him, sing praise to him, tell of all his wonderful acts." So I thought the girl here would be perfect to go with that verse because she's singing and she's praising, and I hope when I get to be that age that I will still be singing and praising the Lord for all that he has done and the great works that he does. I'm going to be coloring my girl in with some Prismacolor pencils. I'm going to do her skin with 997, which is beige, and then 939, which is peach. So we'll do the light color first and then the dark color just to add some shading in there. And I really like using the pencils for my Bible journaling because I don't have to worry about them bleeding through. I did not prep my page today. I just traced my image on with my light box with my Illustrated Faith pen, and you can see it through the back of the page, but it did not bleed through. So it's like a little shadow on the back, and you definitely cannot see the colored pencils through there. Now I'm going to decide to color her hair, and so for that we are going to do black with some purple. So we're going to do 1067, which is cool gray 90, 1065, which is cool gray 70, and then 1026, which is grayed lavender. I'm pretty sure when I get older I'm going to have some color in my hair, so I thought I would just go ahead and whip my girl up here with some colored hair. I like the pencils because you can do multiple layers and just build up and build up. You could probably spend forever working on this and coloring whatever color. Oh, I decided to add in some different purple. So that one looks like it's 108 Parma Violet. I must have decided that I needed a little bit darker to go with my light purple color. It wasn't dark enough. But I just continually go back and forth between all the pencils, building up color until I get it as dark as I would like it. It's fun for me to try out different mediums in my Bible, and I'm finding that this is one of my favorites so far, is the pencils and then watercoloring, of course. And I definitely love doing the pictures to go with whatever verse I'm doing in my devotional. I really like that part too. It makes me think of the verse a little bit more and gives me some time to spend time contemplating and thinking about things while I color. Next, we're going to do her dress. For that, we're going to use 925 Crimson Lake, 924 Crimson Red, and 926 Carmine Red. And here I'm just adding my darkest shade first, and then I'll come back in and add the two other colors, and then I'm going to add more. I'll come back and layer it on so that her dress will be darker. You won't be able to see as much of the page through the dress as soon when I get it all colored in. But while I was doing the live stream, Julie said that I could make her be one of the red hat ladies, so that's what prompted the red dress and the purple hair. Besides, I would totally wear something this fabulous myself when I get older. So I thought it'd be fun to have some purple and red on there. I decided to do a little bit faster stream, so for those of you that don't want to spend all day coloring and doing Bible journaling, you could watch the video and be done. So our story today in our devotional says, "I indulge in shouting some days, but mostly I respond by retreating into silence. When my children explode over cracked Legos and the last popsicle, I struggle to stay with them in the noise. I want to slip away, to climb the stairs, to sit in the curve of the bow window, noticing yellow leaves on the lawn outside. As the world grows louder, I grow quieter. Sometimes this feels like wisdom, but I know it is also weakness. It requires strength to share our stories, to risk being misunderstood. It requires faith to tell small stories, to believe that what seems to be inadequate is of value. When my fourth child was born, my body struggled to make milk for her. The hormonal peaks and valleys of that process seemed to switch a lever in my brain. I became depressed. I had so many reasons to be happy, but depression sucked all emotion from my mind and filled the emptiness with anxiety. I could remember sitting in my comfortable soft rocking chair holding my baby and trying to remember why I had once cared about babies or repairing old farmhouses or ordering seeds for the spring garden or anything at all. I could no longer remember why it mattered if any of us ever got out of bed. When I stopped trying to nurse my baby and the last of my milk dried up, the depression lifted, a severe mercy. It meant that I knew happiness again. It meant that I knew sadness again. Healing looked like a renewed capacity for both joy and sorrow. When I read the words from Psalms 108, I remember what happened to me after my daughter's birth and that I have a song of praise. I tell him thanks for healing me enough to grieve. So next we're going to do, it looks like her gloves. For that we're going to use 932, which is violet, 108, which is Parma violet, and then 1026, which was our grade lavender. So I try to repeat a couple of the colors that I used in her hair up there, also on the gloves so that I wouldn't have to get out more pencils. They were already out, and it will all coordinate together in the end. So I really like the story about how she has a story to tell others and share with her experience with Jesus. And our moment to breathe at the bottom of the page says, tell a small story today, a story from a moment in time when the days seemed bleak, but when there was hope and you learned to give thanks. So our verse is today about telling a story so others will know about Jesus. I know sometimes that's hard, but we're supposed to do that to try to bring others to Jesus so they know about him. Here I'm adding some black to my necklace, and that is number 935. And down here on her skirt, I decided that would work better than the white. I should have probably colored it in when I was drawing her on, but I was going to color in white, but that didn't work out. And then I've printed my verse here on some sticker paper. I'm going to outline my verses on my page and my title. I printed my title on some sticker paper, and the words are: praise is font Honeymoon, the is font Janesville Script, and then the Lord is font Impact. I really love the sticker paper because you can print out whatever you want and then just peel it off and stick it on there. But make sure to be super careful putting it on because you cannot get it up after you put it there. Then I'm going to write my journaling there in this space because there's quite a big space there on the right. So I decided today that's where I would put my journaling. And then I'm going to end with my date, and that will do it for Bible journaling today. I hope you had fun Bible journaling with me today, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.